Hey, the Joyful Yogini here. Happy Wednesday. It is time for Intuition Wednesday. So, I am going to pull cards from my daily crystal inspiration deck, and this is an opportunity for you to practice your intuition. So, I will start by showing you the backs of some cards, and you can tune into the energy and get any sort of messages to give you an indication that this card might have a message for you. So you can get messages in different ways. Maybe you'll get a message. Hey, Chili. Maybe you'll get a message through a thought that pops into your head, an image. Maybe you'll feel the energy in a certain part of your body, and yeah, or maybe a taste in your mouth, a smell. It can be just some emotions might come up for you. So I'm going to pull cards, and it's going to be starting for today to the 21st of December. And one or more of the cards might have a message for you. That's going to be card number one. That is card number two. And that's card number three. Falling. Okay, so we're going to start with card number one. All I'm going to do is show you the back of the card. So all the cards are going to look identical. And see if you're drawn to, hey, maybe you're drawn to a particular crystal, a particular section of the card. You can start by just looking at it with your eyes open, and then you can look at it with your mind's eye. So you can close your eye, your eye, maybe both of them, and you can see where you might feel the energy in your body. Intuition, it's about practicing, like we are all intuitive. We all have psychic centers, and it's about practicing to open them up and gaining the confidence that you are getting messages, and see how your angels and guides communicate with you, how your higher self communicates with you. Our bodies can give us incredible information. It can definitely give us reactions with certain foods aren't working for us. That's a way our body can communicate with us, right? And sometimes our body has to get so far gone that we get a full-blown illness because we weren't necessarily listening and taking the messages. Okay, so that's card number one. I would love for this to be interactive. So if you got any type of indication, any type of message in any way, that will mean that this particular card will have a message for you, and I'll reveal that after. But you can write it in the comments. You can say, card number one, this is what I got. Card number three, this is what I got. Because again, you might only get a message from one or more of the cards. Okay, so that's card one. Here is card number two. Again, it looks identical because I'm only showing you the back of the card to start. So you can start by looking at it, seeing if you're drawn to a particular area of the card, and maybe you're drawn to a different spot than you were with the first card. You can see if anything pops into your head. Any thoughts, any emotions, any feelings. And then again, if you get anything, then you can write card number two. This is what I got. And if you didn't get anything, or maybe you just got a clear no, right? Sometimes that I might get that no, or or this one isn't for you. Okay, so that's card number two. If I'm going too fast and you want me to hold it there for you longer, great. If you're watching this after the fact, you can just pause. You can pause the video and tune into it as long as you want. So this is card number three. If you haven't yet, close your eyes and tune into the energy of the card. Where do you feel this in your body? Let me see if I feel it anywhere. I'm wearing yoga shorts, and then I got jeans on top and a belt. So as I'm going forward, I'm like, oh, it's a little uncomfortable. So let me become like this. It's interesting. This card, I'm feeling more here. This is where I'm feeling it. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so the reveal. I'm going to put my glasses on and we'll see what the cards are. Okay, so the first one is Moonstone. Live your purpose. I'm so sorry about the nail polish. That is like totally coming off my nails. I haven't had downtime to fix them. So there we go. Moonstone. I'm actually wearing a moonstone right here. So live your purpose. Let's see what message wants to come through. Make a choice to do what you want, not what others want you to do or think you should do. Listen to the signs. You've been getting signs and opportunities have been presenting themselves, that maybe some fears have been coming up about whether it's okay and whether you should move forward on it. But you have been manifesting. And so, yeah, when you're manifesting stuff, it gives you an opportunity to then say, okay, do I really want this? And that's good. So you can have that. Is that like totally foggy? Anyways, sorry about that. It looked totally foggy. And there's some interesting light shining through there. Don't know what that's about. That's very interesting. Okay. Um, so yeah, sometimes we can get stuff presenting and then we might realize, oh, do I really want this? So when it comes true and the opportunity is there, then you can feel it. And sometimes you might feel that visceral reaction of like, wait, that doesn't feel so good. But sometimes it's just simply the fear that is preventing you from moving forward and to embrace and celebrate that I manifested that shit, right? So you are meant to live your purpose. And as long as you've been making choices from your heart and manifesting from your inner desires, then those opportunities are going to come forward. And listening to inner desires is living your purpose, because when your heart is singing, you're shining your light bright. And that's the main thing that we're meant to do on this planet, is shine our light bright. And when our light is shining bright, then whoever we're interacting with gets to feel that awesome light. And it helps to inspire them to make choices that are for their highest and greatest good. So it is to everyone's benefit, really, by you making choices from your heart and living that helps you to live your purpose. Even though some people that you're associated with might be upset with initially with the choices that you're making. But we are not here to make other people happy, even though it could fuel our heart. And sometimes we want to make other people happy, because yeah, as I said, it fuels your heart when you can do that, but not to the detriment of your internal happiness, of your ability to live your life. Because if you are getting resentment from that giving place, okay, yes, I'll do that for you. Okay, yeah, and you're not having time to do what you really want to do, then you're not able to shine your light bright. What is a yogi? I don't know what a yogician is. I know what a yogini is. And that might have been an autocorrect or something. I don't know, but I have no idea what a yogician is. If you know what one is, you tell me. But a yogini is a female version of a yoga instructor, or it doesn't have to be a yoga instructor, it's someone who does yoga. And but a yogi is a both feminine and masculine term. A yogini is just the feminine version of someone who does yoga. All right. Next card. Card number 2. Pardon me. Fluorite. Find peace within. Fluorite. Find peace. What a pretty stone. So many gorgeous colors in there. Like you would almost bet that's man-made. But no, like that is just gorgeousness created by Mother Earth. Just so awesome. Okay. So let's see what wants to come through. So for some of you, it's been really busy schedules, and the go, go, go factor, which doesn't have to, but might be creating constriction within you because you can handle what's thrown at you. And it's just the perception of how busy it is can create distortions in our perception, right? And once we start thinking negatively about it, and oh, I'm so busy and I don't have time for myself, and then that creates that reality for yourself. So it's about watching those thought patterns as well and finding peace in what is, especially if it's something in your life that you just can't change. Like it's something that you just have to do or need to experience, then why waste energy in being upset about it? So it's about trying to like changing your thoughts that so they're gentler and so you're able to get into a peaceful place for whatever you are experiencing because it's you're meant to experience this. It's part of your journey. So why fight it? But sometimes we need to if we have an ability to take action and to speak our truth and to do something different that will actually fuel our heart more, then yeah, you should do that. So, how can you find peace within? Do you need to set your boundaries and make different choices? Or do you need to just change your thought patterns about what you're doing so you can truly embrace what needs to get done, but really what you want to get done? Sometimes other people can make decisions that might adjust your schedule, your time frame, what you want to do, and creating some force upon you, or at least that's what it can feel like as a force upon you, almost like you're going to do this, right? And that can feel uncomfortable. And so, in instances like that, it's important for you to speak your truth, but then also watch your perceptions about it because maybe they are better at creating, opening up energy and creating a shift and creating newness. And you don't want to go in that way. And there's other things that just end up being priority for you. So, having that openness to see what this experience has to offer can help you to also find peace within in cases like that. Oh, I thought there was another message oh, there are other messages that came in. Look at all these messages I missed. How do you stop overactions, such as passing gas when conducting speeches? Well, maybe you need to change your diet. Avoid chili if you can, and other things that create fluctuations. Okay, it always happens in the professional setting, and I can't stop. So, are you being serious with this? It's a real problem. Okay, now, yeah, I think getting to the root cause of the fluctuance is really important. It really is. So, in many cases, it can be diet and changing your diet up. But I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a naturopathic doctor. Like going to a professional could really help with that. But if it tends to always happen in speeches, like when you're center of attention, it can also be based and creating a disruption within your digestive tract because of that anxiousness. So if that's what could be if you think it could be anxiousness, then some deep breathing, even doing a bit of yoga ahead of time. You could work towards. You can work one on one if you're interested in work one on one with me. If you think that this is a perceptual thing. If it's a pattern, if it's a pattern of thought that you can release to help relieve the internal disruption, because those patterns of thought can create the discombobulation within there. And once you release those patterns, you can create more peace and calm within your gut. Probiotics might be a good choice for you too, because that can create some calm in there. Peppermint tea can be good. Some people like ginger tea. Not everyone is a ginger person, but a lemon ginger could help. But peppermint is beautiful. And if chamomile tea is a good match for you, that can help to create some calm. There's also some wonderful supplements that you can get from, and again, you should talk to a professional, but you can get supplements from, let's say, a health food store. I have a supplement that's called Calm, that has magnesium in it. There's different versions. Like I have this calm drink, but I also have these calm chewable things. And it helps to create relaxation within the body as well as focus and clarity. And it also helps with your muscles too. So, anyways, just some suggestions. Okay. Oh, sorry. I put my elbow on her ear. Can you guys see Gracie? There's Gracie. You can see my ripped jeans too. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see Gracie, right? There. Okay, the next card, last card is Chrysocolla. Start fresh. Start fresh. So, what's coming to mind with this is relationships. For some of you, it could be financial, is what just came to mind. But the first that popped into my head is relationships. So, there's some relationships that have been outright ending, and that maybe you don't need to connect with them anymore. And there's other relationships that they'll still always be in your life, but in a different type of capacity. Consider it a fresh slate. And so, for those of you who have someone is coming out of your life fully, and you're starting new, work towards, like, as let's say you're meeting different people, work towards releasing thoughts associated with, oh, are they going to be like this? And do I have to experience this again? Like, the past is the past. Just let that shit go. And if you are a different person now, and you're not going to, if you have gone through the healing, the transformation, taken the learning from the relationship, then you don't have to relive that in a new relationship. If you didn't learn anything and you think it's all their fault, then yeah, maybe you are going to learn. And maybe you are going to have to go through it again. I'm sorry to say, because we do need to have those learnings. But those of you who maybe your relationship has just shifted in a way that maybe you're with each other in a different type of capacity, or there's some type of renewal within your relationship. So maybe there's been some disruption, and now together you have a different perspective. This is to consider this a total new beginning. Even if you've been with each other for years and years and years, this is a new beginning, with a fresh outlook, and much better communication can be had. It's really important for you to speak your truth. And if someone says something to you, or does something, or treats you in a way that you don't like and you don't appreciate it, but you think maybe they're just not going to get you because they're a different type of person, well, instead of just sucking it back and keeping the cycle of whatever you don't like going, it's when you can get into that place of calm, like not being in an elevated emotional state, being in that place of calm and just saying, okay, when you did this or when you didn't do this, this is how I felt, and I don't like it. And then in some cases, you might be able to get a different perspective from them to truly understand where they are coming from. So always be open of what you can learn from them and their reasonings. It will help you to have more compassion for them because we're all very different people. And people are not going to behave exactly the way you want them to for you to be comfortable, right? But you can have beautiful developments as they get to know you more and they get to understand you more. And then maybe they can treat you in a different way. But it's important for you to also be open to understand who they are to the core and why they do things the way they do things. And that helps you to have more compassion for you, why you do things the way you do things. But then we can also make some adjustments in a manner that's still true to ourselves. It's important for us to not be who someone else needs us to be, because that can be so freaking exhausting and we will never measure up, right? You will always be failing miserably if you're always trying so hard to be someone who you're not. So, by you speaking your truth and explaining who you are and what you need, it's giving you the ability to stand in your power and to have those people in your life that care about you, to have that understanding so they can try to treat you in a way where you'll feel respected and more loved. And in some cases, you might discover that, okay, who they are cannot give me what I need, right? And if that's the case, then you'll be moving forward, and then that will be your fresh start. So it's always about being open to a totally new chapter right now, and seeing how things can be different. Things can be different, but only if you take that step forward and you have the courage to voice what you need to voice. I used to have fear of flying, upset stomach at the airport, the Sullivan line. Oh, wow. And you don't anymore. You've been able to overcome that? Because, yeah, that's a real fear. And so people can get that, because we were talking about doing speeches and professional settings and maybe being on the spot. That stuff can definitely come up. And when you're any more perfect. Life is a red hot burrito. Ay, 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 release the energy. And B, earache in my eye. Where the heck have you been? It's great to have you back. Like mayo on Wonder Bread. You like mayo on Wonder Bread, do you? Thank you for sharing that. Not too sure what that reference was, but hey, thank you for sharing. So, those are the three cards. So, think about these messages over these next 7 days and see how they apply to you. And I would love it. Like, if you took the time doing this to tune into the backs of the cards before and then see which cards resonated with you, and then I channeled the message forward. I'd love to know if the messages resonated for you. Did any of this go, oh, I needed to get that message? So you can let me know. Yeah, still got that weird light happening. I don't know what it is. Now it looks like I'm behind bars. Anyways, all right. So that is it for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I don't think there's any reason why I wouldn't doing I was gonna say Intuition Wednesday. I just did Intuition Wednesday. Feel Good Friday. So I'll be back for Feel Good Friday. Feel Good Friday is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is Toronto time. And I will be live on Reddit and live on Instagram for that. And if any of you tattoo reveal, Leroy, here's this tattoo. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It says joy there. There. Or are you talking about this one? Because this one's a little. I don't know if you can see that one. There's that one. That's my Capricorn sign and the constellation. So, hey, you know what? I just want to mention it too. If any of you are looking for a cool gift to give to someone, I do readings. Right? You can buy someone a 30-minute reading or a full reading intensive healing session, or maybe some yoga classes. So you can do my yoga online using Zoom, or if you happen to be local, you can do the classes locally. But hey, be the world is so up in the air. Things might be shutting down here again. I don't know what the announcement, if the announcement has been made yet, but that's why the Zoom option is always there for you. So you can buy 8 class passes, or you can get a monthly pass, and the classes will be unlimited. So you can check that out. If it's something you're interested in, you can go to my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca. You can also go to my Instagram if you like. My link tree is in the bio with all of my social media links. So that is the.joyful.yogini is Instagram. True, the truth. Oh, I missed something. What does the sign say behind you? It looks like some kind of love stuff, Facebook mom kind of thing. Well, I am a mom. I do have a Facebook account, and it says home is my happy place. And you know what? I got that just before COVID hit and we were all at home. And I was like, wow, perfect, because we have to be in the home. So I need to find a way to be happy here. Right. So it was a nice affirmation to be able to see, to be able to say, right? All that kind of stuff helps. Okay. True, the truth. I saw The Sopranos. Nobody changes. So I don't even know what that reference is exactly. It's certain things. The core of who you are does not change, but the way you go about doing things, your communication can change. You can have better emotional intelligence. You can change perceptions about the way you look at things, which will help release those distortions that have been imprinted within us, from growing up and maybe through our DNA. So when you release that shit, you do change. Like I'm a very different person than I was 2 years ago, than I was 10 years ago, even 2 weeks ago. We've changed and grown. Unless you're the type of person that I'm not changing, I am staying exactly the way I am. And then you know what? That's definitely someone that I'm not going to be connected with on a deep level, because I need someone open to change, right? And I hope you do too. I hope you are wanting to be open to changing and evolving. We are kind of, yes, kind of stuck, eh? Well, yeah, it depends on what you mean by that, right? We are born with our own natural character, right? And what we're drawn to, and what rocks our boat, what like, even I think for me, like my parents or my mom tried to do such a good job of that, getting me to clean your bedroom and do a better job on washing that toilet. Like, it was never enough, you gotta get. Am I a master cleaner now? No. Like, that is not something that is my priority. It's not something I'm drawn to. I'm not a neat freak, like, that is something that's never going to change. But the way I might react to someone dropping a glass and breaking it, right? That is going to be very different from, let's say, 20 years ago to where I am now, you know? Maybe that was a silly example. It was the first thing that popped into my head. So I like spewed it out. That's my improv training. It wasn't even funny. But anyways, yeah. So thank you. It was fun connecting with you. I'll get kind of back since my accident in the woods. Had a ton of metal in the arm. What? What was your accident in the woods? Holy crap. How are ya? I actually do kind of fear change. It's been a struggle most of my life. Galactus. I feel comfortable in jobs, relationships, etc., and just kind of get used to comfort. You know what? And Galactus, I think that's pretty normal. There's a lot of people out there that are afraid of change. I'm someone that likes variety and I do like change, but in certain areas of my life, I'd be so freaking scared, right? Now I'm needing to go through some big changes, right? So my husband and I are separating. We're going to need to get our own places. I'm going to be on my own, well, my kids will be with me at least a portion of the time. And I haven't been alone like that in since forever. It's been so freaking long. It's really scary. It is really scary, especially because I don't have like a full time permanent job anymore. Right? I'm an entrepreneur, and so yeah, there's a lot of fear that has come up in regards to those changes and fear of the unknown. But I need to I need to notice those thoughts about those fears and keep releasing them and changing my thoughts, like making the thoughts lighter and lighter so I can feel confident about moving forward, right? Because I know it's an alignment. I know it is perfection of my experience. That's what helps to be able to release that fear is trusting that this is all part of my path of my journey. It's all part of your path. So if let's say some of you just suddenly lost your job, then there is a way to find peace within that. Maybe not immediately, because that can be freaking scary, right? But to find peace within that because it's all part of your journey. And the universe has got your back. You just have to believe in it and ask for assistance and listen to guidance and trust in the signs that you get. It, your belief systems can really help to release the fear and to be in that, yeah, be in that place of trust. Yeah, I've been trying to make a change like that myself, moving away from a toxic industry and towards something I can be proud of. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. So keep on moving forward in that. And, feel free, like, ask if you believe in angels and guides. I believe we each have a team. And even if you don't know what they look like or who they are, or you just say, hey, I need some help here, guide me. Take my fear and just guide me along the path. And then just take one step in front of the other. And you don't need to know exactly where your path is going. It's like those winding paths where you can't see the end. It's not like a straight tunnel, in like a train tunnel where you see the light at the end. You might not see exactly where your path is going, but you know what that next step is. So you just take that next step and trust, and then take that next step and then trust, and then just keep moving forward in that way. And you will get to where you're meant to be. Perfect. Okay, buddy, I need to get going. I am working at the restaurant today, so I need to walk my dogs, get some more food in my belly, and change, do something with my hair. Yeah, I need to pull myself together. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope to see you for Feel Good Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Toronto time. And hey, if you're interested in any yoga classes or readings or things like that, you can send me a DM. From my light to your light. Namaste. Oh, and I'm promoting that I'm doing parties. So if you're wanting to do something fun with your friends or coworkers and you don't mind it being like a little racy, because yeah, I'm going to swear, might even be talking about sex and everything. And I'll do channel readings in my character as Madame Euphrosyne, Goddess of Joy, my European character who's a bit crazy. So yeah, if you're looking to do something fun like that, it can be online or in person. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube first. Mwah. We'll see you later.